Okay, so Romans, huh? You really want to get a grip on this whole Romans thing. And you want to do it quick.
Yeah, Romans, it's a big one. It really is the heart of the gospel.
The heart of the gospel. All right, well, we got 10 minutes. Let's do this.
10 minutes. All right, challenge accepted. You know what's so cool about Romans? It grapples with some of the biggest questions humans have ever asked. Like, what does it mean to live a good life? What's it all about? All that deep stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like you've given us some pretty specific source material here. You've got notes asking for a summary of Romans in under 10 minutes.
10 minutes for Romans. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So where do we even begin with something like this? I mean,
It's dense. It's a dense book.
this beast.
Well, I think the best place to start is with the problem Paul's trying to address. And the problem is sin. Like humanity is separated from God because of sin.
Okay, so sin, like we hear that word a lot, but what does it actually mean in this context?
Well, in Romans, Paul's saying that everyone, Jew and Gentile alike, falls short of God's glory. Like we all miss the mark.
Hmm. Interesting. So it's not just like a few bad apples. He's saying everybody's kind of messed up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this inherent brokenness that we all inherit. We're flawed from the start. And, that's where this whole idea of original sin comes in.
Oh, yeah, original sin. That's one of those concepts that's always a little hard to wrap my head around.
Yeah, I know. But it's not really about blame. It's more about recognizing that we all start off at a disadvantage because of this separation from God.
Okay. So like we're all playing with a handicap.
Exactly. We're all born with this sort of spiritual limp. And, we can try to compensate, but the limp is always there.
So we've got this problem. Sin, separation, this limp. What's the solution? What does Paul offer us? Because he doesn't just leave us hanging, right?
Oh, absolutely not. He offers a pretty radical solution, justification by faith.
Okay, so what does that mean? Justification by faith. Break that down for me.
Well, imagine you're in court, right? You're guilty as charged, no question about it. But then someone steps in, takes your penalty, and the judge declares you not guilty.
Wow.
That's justification, like a complete part.
Total reset.
Hmm.
But we didn't earn it. It's based on what Jesus did.
Right. Justification is a gift. It's not based on our good works.
So we just have to accept it.
Yeah, through faith. And that's where grace comes in, God's undeserved favor.
Grace, okay. So how does that work in practice? It's like walking down the street and somebody just hands you a winning lottery ticket.
Exactly. You didn't earn it, you don't deserve it. But it's yours if you take it.
Okay. Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So we've got the problem and the solution. But what happens next? Let's say we accept this gift, this justification. How does that change things?
Well, this is where things get really interesting. Paul says that this new relationship with God, it should transform your life. It changes everything.
Everything.
Yeah, like he talks about freedom from the power of sin. It's like finally breaking free from a bad habit that's been holding you back.
Oh, I like that. It's like you're set free from that thing that you just can't shake.
Exactly. And then he talks about living according to the Spirit, not according to the flesh. You're living a life that's guided by God, not by your own selfish desires.
So it's not just about getting into heaven, it's about how we live right now.
Exactly.
But okay, let's get practical here. Paul gets into some specifics about what this actually looks like. What are some of the implications of this new life?
Well, he talks a lot about love, loving God and loving others. It's like this whole new way of relating to the world.
That's cool. So it's not just a bunch of rules.
No, no, no. It's about a change of heart. It's about living out of this new identity you have in Christ.
Okay, love others.
Got it.
What else?
He talks about living in harmony with other believers, even when it's hard. He talks about respecting authority, even when you don't agree with them.
Interesting. So this new life has some pretty concrete implications for how we interact with the world around us.
Right. It's about a radical transformation of your whole life, your priorities, your values, everything.
Wow. So we've gone from this universal problem of sin and separation from God to this radical solution of justification by faith, and now to this complete transformation of life.
Yeah, that's Romans in 10 minutes.
That was amazing. I mean, you really covered a lot of ground there.
Yeah, it's a lot to process.
It is. But you know what? I think it's worth taking some time to really ponder what we've talked about. I mean, what does it really mean to be justified by faith?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? And how might that understanding change how you live your life today, how you treat others, how you face your challenges?
Whoa. Yeah. That's a great question. And for our listeners out there, if you're feeling like you've only just scratched the surface, There
There's
are.
so much more to discover.
Absolutely. There are tons of resources out there. Commentaries, podcasts, study guides, you name it. We just wanted to give you a starting point, something to whet your appetite, a jumping off point for your own deep dive.
Right, your own journey into Romans.
Exactly. So go explore.
Happy digging.
All right, we're out.